cliffhanger at the end of Star Wars The Last Jedi as game-changing or revelatory as I Am Your Father. But the new Rian Johnson film certainly does leave the galaxy open to a lot of new possibilities. Here's a breakdown of the key moments at the end of the movie and what they mean for Star Wars Episode 9. Full spoilers ahead. In a surprising turn, Johnson chose not to close the movie on a shot of Rey, or one of The Last Jedi's main characters, but instead on the young orphan Rose and Finn met on Canto Bight. This ends up being one of the most important scenes of the movie. We see this young boy as a part of a new Force-sensitive generation following Rey and Kylo Ren. The orphan lightly summons his broom to his hand instead of just picking it up. This signifies to the audience that he has burgeoning Force powers. With Rey and Kylo Ren both being the most powerful of their kind moving forward due to the deaths of Luke Skywalker and Snoke, this being the final shot of The Last Jedi hints that a new generation of Force users could be a key part of Episode 9. Additionally, this young orphan reveals that he kept Rose's secret resistance ring. Considering none of General Leia's allies showed up to assist the final few resistance fighters on Crate, this small reveal proves that there is a group of downtrodden individuals across the galaxy who now look to the resistance with hope, as was Leia's intent. From Obi-Wan Kenobi to Yoda, it's well established in Star Wars canon that when some Jedi die, they can surrender their bodies to the Force and disappear instead of leaving a corpse behind. Though it's unclear what caused Luke to pass, Rey and Leia at least state that he was at peace when he did so. The real question going forward is whether Luke will return in Episode 9 as a Force ghost or not. It would be a huge missed opportunity for Mark Hamill to not reprise his role as Luke Skywalker in some capacity in Episode 9, to fulfill a Force ghost mentorship role for Rey like Obi-Wan Kenobi once did for him. We're supposed to assume that the Jedi text burned on Ahch-To when Yoda destroyed that tree structure, but in a blink-and-you-miss-it moment at the end of the movie, we see that they're actually still intact. When Finn opens up the drawer on the Millennium Falcon to grab a blanket for Rose, we catch a glimpse of the books lying next to it. While we can assume that Rey snagged the books before she pieced out from Ahch-To with Chewie and R2-D2, that has yet to be confirmed. The Snoke-forged connection between Rey and Kylo Ren is one of the most engaging new dynamics to be introduced in The Last Jedi. Though we find out in the movie that it was the Supreme Leader who originally connected their minds from across the galaxy, it's clear by the end of the movie that the connection still exists despite his death. They share one last mind connection at the end of the movie. Kylo Ren is in the abandoned Resistance base on Crate, and Rey is loading the remaining Resistance fighters onto the Millennium Falcon. We see Kylo Ren look to Rey through their Force connection first, and then the camera cuts to her as she closes the Millennium Falcon door while staring out at him. It's easy to read this scene as Rey closing herself off to the man formerly known as Ben Solo, though it's unclear if he will still be able to Force mind meld with her again going forward. What unfinished business are you most excited to explore further in Episode 9? Let us know in the comments below. And for more of our Last Jedi coverage, check out our breakdown of the biggest WTF questions, as well as Easter eggs you might have missed. There's plenty more Star Wars to look forward to in the future.